Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the full-length Cup Challenge Friday Night Lights series here for the Heartland 300. Tell you what, we're going to have ourselves a lovely time here around Kansas Speedway. My name's Kirk Mills alongside Ron Muns, and of course we have our producer Howie Burrows in the booth for tonight's action. Coming to get the green flag to start this thing off. Reach down, pull them belts tight one more time. From Kansas, ladies and gentlemen, coming out of turn number 4, that iRacing pace car is going to dive down into the pit lane, and Jacob Simpson from the pole is going to go through that restart zone. Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys! Take a look at all those cars down the back straightaway. There are so many all over the racetrack right now heading into turn 3.
Yeah, a gaggle of race cars as they thunder their way around this racetrack to complete that first lap. Jacob Simpson, already a race winner here this campaign, looking to try and get the job done here. Kansas, he leads that first lap, but a whole smorgasbord of cars right behind him.
Sorry to interrupt you. It looks like there was a problem behind in the back of the field, the 75. Actually, so they're wrecking Steve Benjamin's around. It's a big crash. The 35 of Mesnard, 77 of Foudy, 75 of Eaton involved as well. Huge crash in turns 3 and 4. That will bring out the caution here on lap 5.
Drivers already scampering as here was the extra bit of drama. There he goes. 75 there was on there, and you can see, golly, huge hit there for the 75 who was on the apron heading down into turn number 3 and 4. That there was only one way that was going to end there, Kirk, and it was quite disastrous.
So coming out of turn number 2, you're going to see the 53 come up. He is not clear. He closes the door on the 10 car, and he puts himself in the wall. That 10 car is Matthew Boston Wheeler. He's clear of this. But the 75 went down to avoid it, and he did not lift enough to avoid contact with the 53. And there goes Llewellyn, Seth Foudy. You got the, I think that's the 15 car there of Cody Bird involved as well. And these guys were all just trying to avoid it. See, he followed the 48, but he did not get back up on the racetrack in time. He didn't slow down enough either. After that contact, he got sent right back up into the outside wall, and that car is toast. Through the restart zone, we are back underway. He was sitting there trying to hang on to the position, but it looks like, oh, he got clipped from the 71. And that is what ended up sending them the wrong direction. But live, oh, he hit the 71 back live. He's up in the outside wall. Contact sends him going the wrong direction. That was a little bit of payback from the 54. Now they're 4 wide on the front straightaway, keeping it green. Keep it going. We got to keep an angle. We'll look back at that in a minute. But for right now, 71 must not be happy after that. It was coming out of turn number 4 just about 3 laps ago. You could see him running right there with the 54. 54 tries to go to the middle. Not quite enough room. 54's got to reset. This is coming out of turn number 2. All right, so he's still going to head down a back straightaway. You see Casey Graves now with the 71. That's going to lose both of them some time, side drafting. 54 is going to get back to the back bumper here this time. Watch what happens. Closes in, contact, gets him loose up into the outside wall. 41 has nowhere to go. Huge checkups for the 63. 83 spins it up to the very top, makes it 4 wide, and gets right on through, man.
And Brendan Hastings that he was side by side with, now with Bryson Exenball on the inside, and Daniel Wiles right to the back bumper of him.
Side by side for the lead. Now Hoytsma has caught to the back bumper of the 22. This is going to be for the stage win. We got another 10 laps to go in the stage when they cross the stripe next time by. The 97 wants that lead. 22 had it for the longest time, but now it's being under challenge. Here comes the 97. Oh, contact! He hits him in the door. That 22 car had to lift, avoid hitting the wall, and the 97's able to pull away as Jacob Simpson will have to settle for second so far. As the leader is about to get a little bit of pressure from the 5, live up at the front of the field, the 5 car, does he send it in? I don't think he's got the room to do it. And coming out of turn number 4, caution is out. We have a wreck on the racetrack before we got to the checkers. It's the 10 car of Matthew Boston Wheeler around off turn number 2. Caution is out.
And here it is, Matthew Boston Wheeler heading his way down through 1 and 2, all by his lonesome with 70. There's the contact, and that'll push him around.
Let's see if Bryce Reiner, though, has anything for him. Great restart for the 97 on the inside. We're back underway to start stage 2. Oh, golly. Man, some cars in the back of the field. Noah Woods almost wrecked the car, but up front, you can see it's side by side for the 4th place spot. You see, they were side by side before we even had that stage in there. Still not over yet. 73's trying to top line. It looks like he's going for 3rd.
You know, that stage yellow may be long in the lifespan of a fruit fly, but for these drivers, they remember what was going down before that stage yellow came out. They're bringing the heat, they're bringing the thunder. They know that they want to try and get involved in these battles once again.
Contact again. The 2 car of Ryan Von Hinchel up into the outside wall. Sorry to interrupt you there. 4 wide move done by Matt White. Got the 2 car of Ryan Von Hinchel up into the outside wall. And no caution, but that will separate the back of the field.
Yeah, so we'll take a look at this. There's a lot going on there. There's the pass for the leader, at least close to it. There's the 4 wide racing heading down in there.
Yep.
It's a
Let's
70
go back a little bit
now
further.
Once again.
Can we go back a little bit further to get a better look at that just this time? Here we go. So you're going to see that 70 car. He's going to go down to the bottom, on the very bottom of the apron, make it 4 wide move like that. That's totally fine, but he's got to make it stick. And that 87 got up into the outside of the 2, and that's what put him in the wall. Von Hinchel goes out to the back as a new up front lead. Jacob Simpson got the move done on Hoytsma as Simpson goes back to the point. Hoytsma sits P2 trying to defend his position over McWhorter. He's got that 70 car on the back bumper. I'd be a little scared after knowing what I've seen so far in this race. That 70 car's on your back bumper. Always good to be able to bring some action to it. But now he's under fire from Napier. Napier look to the bottom. 70 car dives it in deep on the 54, sends it in. And this is back here again. We're battling for the 14th place spot. The top group has really stayed single file out. This is the closest thing we got. As Napier gets up in the wall, a little bit of contact. 70 car goes up to try and block that run. Not enough. As Matt White tries to recover from starting from the pits. Oh my goodness. What on earth is he doing? He's doing it. Oh, what on earth? Dude, Matt, hang on. Relax, buddy. You're in 16th. Hang on to it, pal.
Golly, there's a lot going on there. I sound like a tornado siren. I think I blew out my vocal cords at 70, continuing on a streak of hitting everything about the hot dog cart as that nearly ended in tears. Getting contact there. Wesley Napier and Tyler W. Hunter thought that was going to end in tears and nearly did once again. The 70 getting into the back of the 95. Take it easy, Matt. Golly.
Hey, weapon. Look out, not Wesley. I don't like that, but we got something going on. Back here in the back of the field. And they're not gaining time doing this either, man. Oh, he turns up. He just turns up going into turn 3. Save of the year for the 95. Hang on to it. Oh, come on, pal. Hang on to it. There you go.
Hang on to it again.
But that big loser there out of turn number 4, yeah, he just dumped him. That was absolutely a problematic guy. Oh, boy. We watched the whole thing develop, too, from the beginning to end. And so, I mean, it's all there. 95 saves it, but then you can see the car up there on the outside wall. Who is that? I want to make sure we give that guy a mention because he's an innocent bystander there. As we're coming to the end of the stage, we got about 2 laps to go. Benefield's got this lead by a lot. 26 car, it looks like. 26 car is driven by Jared Wishon. He's still out there on the racetrack. He's continuing, but not going to do good for him right now. You can see Jacob Simpson just get passed by the 63 of Hicksonball for 6th as the leader of the race. Adam Benefield comes out of turn number 4 to get the white flag in the stage. 1 more lap to go for stage number 2. Chaotic and crazy stage number 2. This whole race has been kind of wild. You can see right here, though, take a look at who's catching up to the leader. It's Charles Velasquez Jr. He's going to have a say in this battle. It ain't over yet. Charles Velasquez down the back straightaway, all over the back bumper of Adam Benefield. What will he do for the stage when he follows in his tire tracks? And it looks like that ain't going to be enough. Adam Benefiel out of turn number 4 will come to the line, and yes, indeed, he's going to win stage number 2 in the Friday Night Lights series here at Kansas. At restart zone, we are back underway. Side by side for second, Charles Velasquez Jr. on the bottom, trying to make a move, but he's going the wrong direction. 97 got a huge run, trying to make it work on the top. Oh, they're wrecking Jeremy B. Brown, huge crash, turns 3 and 4, multiple cars spinning. It is a giant crash in turns 3 and 4. The big one happens here at Kansas.
The incident point violation 13X here, so a little bit tighter confines than we saw last time out. Look at that, the 54 involved in that, spinning up the track and more drivers piling in. Nothing that they could do there as everybody scattered.
Yeah, it was a rough way to see it, but take a look from high above. See the 54 Coffee make contact with the Jeremy B. Brown machine, and multiple cars get contacted trying to avoid it. Oh, man, I hate to see that so much. A lot of good cars taken out there. Jeremy B. Brown has been having a rough run to this race.
Still side by side, Hoytsma and McWhorter. That's McWhorter stuck on the outside. Hoytsma there on the inside line, and a pack of hungry drivers looking to bite their head off at any single discretion. Benefiel leading as they head their way down the backstretch, as it is still formation flying behind.
And oh, look out, Casey Graves up into the outside wall. So he got contact with the 18. Velasquez goes spinning in the grass, and so does the 83 at Benefiel. Saves the car, so does the 01, but the 18 sideways trying to rejoin the track. Caution is coming out.
Yeah, I think it was when that 18 was bracing to come back up on the track that they decided to throw the yellows. You can see that 18 of Velasquez Jr. wild trip off there. He never actually rejoined the track.
No,
he was able to get it woed up. He finally did once that car was under his control once more. Did not slide his way back onto circuit. As you can see, there was a contact, and Bryson Ixenball got a small little bit of that as well. Gotta wonder what the nose situation is on that car.
There's a restart zone. We're back underway. Outside line, first time doing a big restart. I don't know if that was as good. I think the bottom line might be the one to go with from here on out. That was, could have been, it was a little lackluster to say the least. As everybody else behind fourth place is just all bunched up as there's, oh, more contact. The 70 and the 95 are close to each other again. They made contact again. 3 wide down the back straightaway, back 70 car. Oh, he's not happy. Oh, he gets into the 95, comes down into him, and collects the 08, crashing and turns 3 and 4. The 08 saves the car. No, caution is going to come out. That 95 was not happy with the 70. Let's go back a little further. We need to get the whole story here. See the 95, Wesley Napier, right in front of the 70. He was running on the lead lap in 21st, it looks like at the time. Contact from the 70, hit the 95 again, gave him a shot on the back bumper, and the 95 says, you know what? Screw it. Cliff Mullins is down there, though. Look out, Cliff. And that contact from Cliff Mullins sends the 95 and the 08 around. Let's take a look and see how the 08 fared in that one. But they were 3 wide down the back. Man, that's a rivalry I did not have in my book today. Matt White and Wesley Napier. And we're back underway. 97 Hoytsman gets a great jump on the bottom. Here we go down into turn number 1 and 2. Oh boy. Look at this. New car I haven't seen all year long. The 87. John Connor making his first career start here tonight. Running on the top. Gonna try to go for 3rd. Look at this. 4th place, rather. Look at that.
Yeah, so John Connor able to jump into a good spot right now. P4 for a driver that we've been talking about throughout the night, despite the fact that I've never gotten an opportunity to see him out there on the racetrack. He's flexing his muscles, though. That number 87 car looking about as plain as a plain car could be. Looking pretty all right, though. That's a quite good drive for him. Just got past a driver who, really should have been your champion last year. That's a fantastic move from John Connor to get past a 7th.
Oh, they're wrecking on the front straightaway. The one car, Dustin Hall out in the outside wall. One car incident so far. It will just be a one car crash. Caution is out. The one car got turned around. This was not with the 70 this time. Let's see what happened here with the one. You see the 21 of Wineland on the bottom. One car, Dustin Hall. Oh, Dustin thought that the 21 was going to go below the line. He wasn't, and Dustin just misjudged it, made contact, got sent up into the outside wall.
I think ever since Hoytsma got this race lead, he's been able to just master these restarts. Now, granted, we are in a green-yellow cycle, so that's certainly helping him out. But now, here comes Adam Benefield trying to get that P2 spot away from McWhorter. We saw these two briefly battle a bit earlier on in this race, but the 73 just pretty much allowed him to blow his own doors off. Benefield now, though, he's going to have to work for it, and work for it he will. Wasn't able to get the move done on the first go-round. May try and go for it in a few moments' time. Still has drivers going side by side right behind him, though. That's Simpson and Reiner battling for the final 2 spots in the top 5.
The 41 of Dyson a little bit further back. Way further back. Yeah, right here. This is just a hornet's nest right now.
Oh, and 3 wide racing as they head their way off into the turn. Side by side racing. Maybe gonna go on behind. That's gonna be a big stack up there. Bouncing around big time. Oh, it's not gonna work at all. Sliding through the infield. Kluwat, he's going to rejoin the racetrack as Casey Graves still sliding.
No caution for that one. We saw a car spin through the grass earlier and a caution was thrown. Not this time. Take a look here at the 01. He's racing with Blake Kluwat. Kluwat goes up the racetrack. 26 is there. Kluwat must not have known he was 3 wide. I'm not sure. But he made contact and it hurts Casey Graves, who was having a great run today up until that wreck a handful of laps ago. But look at the lead now. Hoytsma's under fire. Top 3 are all under a blanket. Here comes Benefield for second as the 73 tries to get the lead. Side by side for second place. Velasquez Jr. on McWhorter as they wreck in turns number 1 and 2, and it's the 70 car. Contact again. They're wrecking in turn 1 and 2. The 31 of Grodzicki's around. Here's a take a look and see what happened here. See the 70 car dive it down to the inside of Zodiac. And yeah, there you go. So, you okay, Ron? Oh, he walked out of the booth. He said he was going to walk out of the booth. He walked out of the booth, ladies and gentlemen. He's gone. That's okay. Let's go back to live. We got stuff going on. He might be able to make it to the end of the race. Caution's out. Never mind. Forget about it. Correct. It looks like Boston Wheeler might be the cause of that caution. Matt, the 10 car, Boston Wheeler looks like.
Yeah, it's not been a good night for that number 10 machine. He's been really struggling. We saw him with a moment a bit earlier on here as he was sliding his way off through the infield grass. This heading down into turns number 3 and 4. Wiggle there on the bottom. Was he trying to get woed up on the pit lane?
Yeah, he was trying to go to pit road, but he did not call it out over the radio, and that's what brought out the caution. Nobody told the 42 he was coming down pit road. And when people do that, you know, it's a risk. Obviously, he's trying to go for positions, get the best finish he possibly can. But, yeah, I mean, he's kind of giving signs, but it wasn't much. I don't blame Mason there for that. That 10 car might want to call that one out, considering he had a guy right on his back bumper. I wouldn't have hit the brake with a guy that close. Up front, side by side for second. Velasquez Jr. on the bottom, trying to make the bottom line work. You see McWhorter on the top. McWhorter's going to carry the momentum. I think it might work out for him, but the 18 sends it into 3 and 4. This ain't over yet for the top 2 spots. They're right on each other. Look out. 18 had to lift a little bit. He got loose on the exit of the corner.
Hey!
So did cars in the back of the field. They saved the car. Keep it going straight.
Oh, that was Blake Kluot. Had a couple of sideways wiggles as he headed his way out of 4 across the stripe. He holds on to 8th for now, but a fantastic drive for that number 14 machine, hoping we didn't just send him a commentator's jinx, but he's been able to put together probably one of the best drives for himself so far this season. As up at the front, Hoytsma and McWhorter once again duking it out. I think McWhorter, I think he's got this short run speed, so he's going to try and make the most of it now.
This could be the battle for the win right here. The 73 McWhorter trying to topside. On the inside, Lucas Hoytsma side by side. This will be for the eventual lead and possibly the win. Clean air means so much. 97 on the bottom, keeps fighting, not quite enough. Still side by side. 73 on the top, 97 on the bottom. Last year's championship contenders. See the 73 on the top, trying to carry that momentum. Will he be able to get clear that time? Not this time. It looks like he will. Yep, he is. Nope, not quite. Still ever so close on that right rear quarter panel. Sending him back, putting the air on a spoiler. Sending him back with that side draft right at the worst spot. But this time, it works. Joseph McWhorter goes to the lead. And now he's got 38.5 laps to hold it off.
Oh, it's getting really froggy in this fight. You can see, yeah, close up at the front, McWhorter now feeling the pressure from Hoytsma, who got down to the bottom all through 3 and 4. Here comes Lucas Hoytsma. Here comes Adam Benefield, though. He's right behind, getting that front row seat. Gonna maybe stick a 3 wide heading off into turn number 1. This is a thrilling way to end this race, and we still have 27 laps left to go.
You hear Jaws theme coming. You know that 83, when you see him in his mirror, you want to go ahead and try and hide and run. 83's on the move. 73's out of it. He doesn't have the tire anymore. He's losing spots left and right. McWhorter's got a ways to go to try and recover. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it, but Hoytsma goes to the lead. Benefield P2, and side by side for third with the 5 and the 73. Coming through turns 3 and 4, coming to get the white flag this time by Lucas Hoytsma crosses the stripe. One more lap to go here in the Friday Night Lights Series. He's got a huge margin over Adam Benefield. Through turns 1 and 2, that 97 M&M's Toyota Supra going out of the corner. It has a clean and green track. He has been dominant when he comes down to the Friday Night Lights Series. Through 3 and 4 for the final time, Lucas Hoytsma will come out of turn number 4, and he will win his 3rd race of the year here at Kansas for the Friday Night Lights Series.